guys, this is Gage from Barebow Hunter. I am switching from a compound to a traditional bow this year. I've been shooting it for a while, and I'm going to tell you why I chose the Dawes bow. There was many bows that I could have got, but I'm going to tell you why I got the Dawes bow. So I'm shooting a smaller riser than most people would shoot and very long limbs, and what that is doing for me is giving me some forgiveness on my shooting a little bit. And another reason why I got this Dawes bow is this quiver right here. It's a tight spot quiver that was on my compound bow, so I don't have to buy another quiver with this bow. It's got all the attachments. I could put a stabilizer, I could put sights on this bow if I wanted to. And another thing is Dawes has I think is about 50 grips on there you can choose from, and I chose the one that's closest to my old compound bow, so my bow hand felt the same as I'm shooting my compound to this bow. And another reason I'm shooting it is because I like it. It looks cool. Doesn't that look cool? Coming from compound and you want to start shooting traditional, I think this is the best bow for your money, honestly, because when I grip this bow, it feels like my compound bow still. And so it's not a full switch. It's not like changing everything completely. So your bow hand still feels like you're shooting a compound and everything else. And you can go heavier, you can get a different riser, get shorter limbs, you can do all sorts of things with this bow. So once you have this bow, you don't have to buy a full-on bow again to get a heavier bow or shorter limbs or longer limbs. All you gotta do is buy the limbs. So these limbs come straight off this riser. That's another cool thing. I went 50 pounds because it's my first year, and it's a big jump from shooting 80 pounds compound with 80% let off to no let off at 50 pounds. It feels a lot heavier. So technique. You don't need much technique with a compound. I always told Dad that, I was like, oh yeah, you gotta have an anchor point, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot more technique to this and muscle memory to this than a compound, for sure. Like hands down, 100%, full 180. This bow takes some art to shoot. You actually have to shoot this bow. I can hand my compound to somebody that's never shot a compound, they can hit the target. So a lot of technique and discipline. These bows take discipline. Why did I move? Because I could shoot that compound at 60 yards all day long, and I've never seen us call an elk in at 60 yards. So I'm thinking, why do I need a bow that can shoot that far when we call elk in that this bow can kill? And how much more of a rush is it to kill a bow or kill an elk with a trad bow than a compound? That's why. It's just the thrill of it. I think that's the real reason. And Dad's been doing it for years, and I think it's one of the coolest things you can do. So that's why I'm switching.